Oh, what's up, guys? This is GawdlikeMatt, and we are back with Path to Platinum. I am rebooting this series, and today we're going to be doing Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, which is a new release, and, well, it came out fairly recently, like a week ago, or maybe a week and a half, but nonetheless, we're going to be covering it, and we're going to be covering all the bronze trophies again in this video. Now, there's a lot I'm not going to be covering, which is all the challenges and all the collectible trophies. The reason why I'm not covering those, and this goes without saying, but I'm also not covering story trophies, because all of those trophies, well, story trophies are self-explanatory. You're gonna get them regardless. You don't need my help. As long as you beat the game, you'll get them. So there's no point covering them. But anyway, and collectible and challenge trophies, I'm not going to be covering those either because they're very straightforward. You just do what the game tells you to do, and it's not that hard. You can figure it out on your own. You know, there's not much that needs to be explained. But maybe I'll give you some tips here and there at the end of this video. Who knows? But with that being said, let's get started on all the optional bronze level trophies. We're going to be covering them all, so check it out. So for the first bronze trophy, we're going to be covering Height of Despair. And now what you're going to want to do for this trophy is find a forge tower on the map and quick jump to it, preferably one that has enemies next to it. Now what you're going to want to do is go up to these enemies and aggro them. Get them to go into battle mode and want to kill you. And then have them follow you back towards the forge tower. Now once you have them directly below the forge tower, climb to the top, and the forge tower is 60 feet in the air, so if you jump kill, you will get the trophy. The height is high enough, so that's how you get that one. Now for this next one, Burning Vengeance, you're going to want to come here, located on that location on the map where I just put my way marker. This is where I got the trophy both times, and so what you're going to want to do is come into this encampment. Now, both times I've attempted this trophy, there has been a berserker right near the entrance of the camp, pretty conveniently. Now, I don't know if you have to get lucky with that. Hopefully you don't. But what you're going to want to do is start a fight here, get the Uruks to be aware of your presence in the camp, and as you can see, as you will see, the berserker is actually just past that cage. Take out the archers, because they can get pretty fucking annoying and screw you up when you're trying to do this, so make sure you do that. Have your execution ready by the time the berserker finds you. Grab him, chuck his fucking ass in the fire, like that, and then BAM! That couldn't have gone any fucking perfectly. What a badass. This next one's pretty damn straightforward. All you gotta do is use the Detonate ability to burn 50 Uruks. Now this trophy's cumulative, so you can get it at any time throughout the game as long as you just keep burning them. And it's very simple. Like, there's campfires all throughout the game. You'll always find Uruks around it like this, and then just, you know, shoot it and murder. It's that simple. Alright, up next we're going to be covering two trophies, Iron of Death and a New Master. Now, for a New Master, actually I'll get to that in a minute. First thing you're going to want to do here is find any orc, doesn't matter, interrogate him, and issue a death threat on any captain you want. Then, mark him, go ahead and mark the captain you just issued the death threat on so that you could find him on the map. And then once you find him, you're going to want to kill him after you've given him a death threat. Now, this will make him harder to kill, but captain's a captain, right? You're going to kill him either way. Now, for a New Master, that trophy requires you to brand a captain while in combat. Now, you can only brand a captain once their health gets to the green area. And you don't get the brand ability until halfway through the game. That's around when you unlock the new map. And then you could brand him by gaining intel. Doesn't matter. Just gain intel on someone, and then you could kill him. So that'll kill the captain for an Iron of Death, and you branded him, so you get both trophies. You don't have to do these two trophies together. I just did it for convenience, so it's up to you. So for this one, what you're going to want to do is find a recruitment mission and go to it and start it up. Now, the goal of this trophy is to make the captain who is recruiting more Uruks to win the whole thing. So you gotta take out all of his enemies. So just make sure he lives, make sure he wins. So best way to do this is just like stealthily from afar snipe off all of his enemies before they can even fight and have him move on. You're gonna have to do this 3 times. There's 3 segments. And then once he has all his guys and he's won and he's got his recruited soldiers, you're going to want to kill him and all his soldiers right after he wins the challenge. So that's basically all you have to do for this trophy. And just make sure you kill them all and it shouldn't be a problem. It'll ding. Unfortunately here, I get pretty unlucky, and in the last segment, he has another captain with him, which is pretty unfortunate. But I managed to pull it off anyway because that's just who I am. So for this next one, Black Celebration, very simple. All you gotta do is start a feast, and once you do, find a barrel of Graug. Just walk up and press R1, which will poison it. You won't get the ability to poison Graug until you advance the story far enough, so you'll have to do quite a bit of the game before you get it. But once you can, like I said, just go to a feast, poison a barrel, and make sure the captain is nearby, and he will automatically just walk up to the barrel and poison himself. So, like I said, it's pretty easy. As you can see here, there's a barrel like very off to the side, no one's around, and I easily got that done, and then everyone just walks over. They all start walking over instantly as well. That's something to be notable about. Just be aware that they'll come immediately as soon as you poison it.
Am I seeing this right, or is it the Graug? He's a weak little man, actually walking into an Uruk feast.
So for this next one, what you're going to want to do is brand 5 bodyguards, or rather, brand 5 captains, and have them become the bodyguards of one of the 5 war chiefs. Now, you want them all to be under the same war chief in order to get this trophy. Now, to do this, just find captains, and if they're already a war chief's bodyguard, that's a good start. And you can tell by going into Sauron's army, and there will be a blue line linking the captain and the war chief, which will mean that he is his bodyguard. So, if he only has like 1 or 2, brand them, and then you don't need to do anything because they're already his bodyguards. And then find 3 more captains, brand them, and then have them do the initiation. So you'll have to interrogate them in order to do this, give them a command, and have them perform their initiation on the war chief. And then it'll give you a mission, like a recruitment mission or an ambush mission, and they'll have to prove themselves to the war chief. And if you have them succeed, and it should be relatively easy since the captain is at your command, you'll be able to, he'll just become a bodyguard as soon as you do that. And then just summon the war chief, get him to come, and then as soon as you start the fight, as soon as he arrives on the battlefield, you'll get the trophy. That's what happened to me. I summoned the war chief, and I immediately got the trophy because he had 5 bodyguards that were on my side that I had already branded. So it's fairly straightforward. It takes a little while, but it's doable, and good luck with that one. So this next one is called a Graug's Heal, and for this one, it's very simple. All you gotta do is exploit the fear of a war chief. Now the thing is, not all war chiefs have fears. You kinda gotta get lucky with this one. Every time there's a new war chief, they'll have a new set of abilities for you, and it's just randomly generated. But here I find a war chief that's very convenient, although he has the most annoying way to get him, which is kill 20 Uruks. That took forever. But this specific war chief is afraid of burning, so that works out really perfectly for me because that is a very easy fear to exploit. All you gotta do is either use a fire arrow on him or use a campfire. Now with this specific Uruk captain, Uruk war chief, I get pretty unlucky, and he's immune to ranged, and he can't be hurt by ranged attacks. So it's not as easy as just putting a fire arrow in him, unfortunately. But that being said, there are campfires, everywhere. Like, they are a very common find, especially in encampments like this. So you just lead them up to one, and bam, it's that easy, and it's a very easy fear to exploit. Very easy trophy. So, good luck with that one. So for Divide and Conquer, this one is just so goddamn easy. I actually got it without even trying. I didn't even know what the trophy was before I got it. I just got it on my own. So, what you gotta do is eliminate the bodyguards of 2 war chiefs, then draw them out and kill them. This is so straightforward. All you gotta do is check which captains are the bodyguards of war chiefs, kill them, and then kill the war chief when he doesn't have any bodyguards. It's that simple. It's very straightforward. You guys could do it in your sleep. So for the next 2 trophies, I'm going to be covering them both at the same time because they both very much coincide with each other. The first one is Lord and Master, and the second one is Power Vacuum. Now, for Lord and Master, all you have to do, very straightforward, is brand all 5 war chiefs. Once you get to a certain point in the game, as I said, you attain the brand ability. It is a story mode ability. You don't get it until you complete a certain amount of story mode missions. And that is the only time when you can brand all 5 war chiefs. You have to do this anyway for the story. Near the end of the game, Talion needs an army of war chiefs. He needs all the Uruks on his side when he goes to attack the Black Hand of Sauron. So you have to do this anyway. I don't even know why I'm covering it, really. And then, that's a good point. That's a good point you make, Matt. But nonetheless, I'm covering it anyway. And then the next one is Power Vacuum. Now, once you've branded all 5 war chiefs, you can just kill them all. And the trophy specifically for Power Vacuum says, kill all 5 war chiefs before any Uruk can take their place. Now, as long as you don't advance time, or do any missions, or do anything, if you just only kill war chiefs, like, kill a war chief, move on to the next war chief, kill him, move on to the next one. As long as you just do that until all 5 are dead, you don't have to worry about any taking your place. Also, or any taking their place. Also, don't fucking, don't die. That's something. Just don't die. Also, I think for Power Vacuum, you might have to kill the war chiefs without them having any bodyguards. Because if you kill them while they have bodyguards, their bodyguards will automatically be promoted to war chief. So make sure they don't have bodyguards, and just kill them all consecutively, and you should not have a problem with this trophy. They're both very easy, both very straightforward. A little bit time consuming, but hey, you want that platinum trophy, don't you? Get to work! So the next one is Rise and Fall, and I seriously recommend not attempting this trophy until you have the brand ability. Brand just makes so many trophies in this game so much easier, but that being said, all you gotta do is have any Uruk in the game kill you and become a captain. If any Uruk kills you, they automatically get promoted to a captain. And once you have them as a captain, next thing you gotta do is help them become a war chief and then kill them. Now, to make this really simple, after an Uruk kills you and gets promoted to a captain, brand him. And then he becomes your captain. Now, when he's your captain, you can get him to take the initiation that I was talking about earlier. Have him do the initiation to become a bodyguard of a war chief. Once he's a bodyguard, you can command him to betray his war chief. And then once you do that, just have him succeed, help him kill the war chief, and then he becomes the war chief. And then, since he's branded, literally all you have to do is just grab him and kill him. Because he's branded, he's completely at your disposal. So, it's that easy. Brandon makes this trophy super easy. And go for it. Have fun, kids.
Then we can get the beast while it's busy chewing on a ranger's immortal corpse. You are mine.
So for this trophy, I found that this area on the map works the best. This is when you unlock the second map. And you're going to want to be around here when you start it, because you can always find a wild Caragor around here, and you can easily just mount it and begin this trophy. And then what you're going to want to do from there is just run along the riverbed and look for slaves, just random groups of slaves, and kill their masters. That's it. And you're going to want to do this in succession as many times as you can until the trophy pops. It's pretty easy. It's not as hard as everyone thinks. When you run around the map, there is more than enough slaves all over the place. Then you could easily get this trophy. Just honestly, just roam, and you'll find enough of them. So for this one, it's very easy. There's these things all over Mordor called Morgai fly nests. They're very hard to miss. They're huge. You'll see tons of little orange flies buzzing around them. Literally just shoot them down when they're over top of enemies. And the range on the explosion radius is fucking huge. It will send Uruk for miles, like running the opposite direction. And these things are all over the map. Just keep shooting them throughout the game until you eventually make 20 Uruks flee. It's really fucking easy. For the Repaid In Blood trophy, all you gotta do is complete a Vendetta mission. Now, these missions pop up completely randomly as time passes. And if you want them to try to get them to pop up, you can just advance time. But they don't start appearing until, like, a bit into the game. Like, they didn't start appearing for me right as soon as I started the game. They only started appearing afterwards. Not that far into the game, mind you, but yeah, I didn't see one for like a little while. And I think that's because there's a little bit of like online content. What they are is you have to avenge people who have died in the game, like online. So other people who have played the game and have died, you can avenge them. These missions will randomly pop up, and all you gotta do is complete them. There's gonna be a captain who will have killed another player somewhere playing the game, and just kill the captain and you're done the mission. It's very straightforward, very simple, and it's a nice, sweet taste of revenge. And finally, last but not least, we have a Mighty Doom, which is going to require quite a bit of explanation, but I will be as in-depth with you guys as possible. And I have attempted this trophy a couple times, and I have come to learn how to very effectively attain this trophy. So what you're going to need to do for this trophy is you're going to need to get a level 25 rune. Now, the reason why this is a complicated trophy is because war chiefs cap at a power level of 20. And that usually relates to the type of rune they're going to drop. So if you kill a maxed out war chief who's level 20, chances are you're only going to get a level 20 to a level 22 rune. Now, there are ways to boost the level of the rune before you kill him, before he drops it. You can make the rune higher level. There's 5 ways of doing this. The 5 point values that you're going to want to assign to this rune is you'll automatically get 2 points for killing a war chief. So if you have a war chief who's a power level of 20 and you kill him, because he was a war chief, it adds 2 extra points, so you'll get a level 22 rune. Another way to boost the point value is to assign a death threat to your target, and the only way you're going to be able to do this is by branding a captain and interrogating him. And then you can assign a death threat to the war chief. That'll add 1 extra point value, so now we're at 23. Another way you can boost the point value is having him kill you, and you're probably going to want to do this first. So fight the war chief that you're going to want to drop the rune, and have him kill you. That'll make him a revenge target, which gives him an additional point value, so now he'll be worth a level 24 rune. And to get the final point to boost him to level 25 rune, you can do this with either 2 ways. Exploiting a fear, or exploiting a hate. Now, not all war chiefs have a fear or a hate. It's completely luck-based, and it's completely random, because fears and hates and strengths are all assigned at random when the captain or war chief is generated into the game. Now, don't fear, because even if they don't have a fear, haha, get it, or a hatred, you will still get the point. Even if they don't have it, you will get a point for exploiting it. So as long as you do those 4 things, you will automatically have him be able to drop a level 25 rune, even though he's at the power level of 20 cap. Now, there's also one other issue. All war chiefs have a chance to drop an epic rune, and especially so if you assign them as a death threat target. They'll have an even greater chance of dropping an epic rune, and this is a problem, because you really don't want him to drop an epic rune. You need the level 25 rune. Epic runes aren't leveled, and they're not the ones you want. So, what I did for this trophy, and I found it to be very effective, what you're going to want to do is, instead of killing the war chief yourself at your own hand, brand another captain or war chief and have them kill the war chief for you. A way you can make this especially easy is by having your war chief and or captain fight the war chief that you want to kill for the rune, have them start a fight, and then take out all of the enemy war chief's bodyguards and soldiers around him. This will make it very easy for your war chief or captain to take him out very easily, because he'll have his own little army. And killing him at his hand reduces any chance that you'll get an epic rune. So this is really effective, and it will most likely and definitely give you the rune that you are looking for. So, good luck with that one, guys, and that's how you do that one. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. A lot of work went into it, and I went through a lot of trouble to get this to you guys. Covering all the trophies like this, it was a lot of work, and I really appreciate all the support, so thank you guys for watching. And as promised, I'm going to give you a helpful little tip for one of the other trophies that I personally struggled with, which was one of the hunting challenges. The hunting challenge to get a Ghoul Matron it can be a little bit tricky if you don't have the hunting mission before you have to kill one in the story. Because eventually you do have to kill a Ghoul Matron, it's part of a story quest. However, if you do not have the hunting skill by this point, it's going to be pretty difficult for you to find another one, because every main location on story missions where ghouls spawn, they won't spawn ever again once you finish those sequences. The enemies don't respawn when you fight them in the story. So you're going to have to find a Ghoul Matron in the wild, and the way I did this was, first of all, you can only fight ghouls at night, so you have to make sure it's nighttime. Secondly, you have to find a ghoul spawn area, and this can be a little difficult. Even I don't know exactly where they are. It can be very difficult at times to find them, but once you do, once you see ghouls, stay around the area and start killing them, and more will respawn. And look for where they're spawning from. Never kill every ghoul, though. Always leave one or two alive. Let them burrow back into the ground, and just let them run away. Eventually, a Ghoul Matron should spawn if you keep doing this long enough, and then you can kill him and get the trophy. And that's the only hunting challenge I really had trouble with. So, that's one little hint for you guys regarding that trophy, but that's all I have for you. The rest of the trophies are really straightforward. You guys shouldn't have a problem with them. And again, thank you guys for watching, and if you guys want to see a guide on anything else, please let me know. If you guys want another Path to Platinum on another game, trophy guides, walkthroughs, whatever, I am more than happy to do it. Also, check out my other Path to Platinum guide, which was on trying to complete story. You guys should check that out if you want all the trophies in that game. It's a great game. Also, check out my Let's Plays. I'm doing a Let's Play on Shadow of Mordor. I'm doing a Let's Play on The Evil Within, which just came out. I'm really excited about that. So go ahead and click those links. Check it out. They should be on screen now. And I will see you guys in my next video. Again, thank you so much. Take care.